Yeah, so this is the continuing part of that video that I just did. So, like I was saying, I said back then, the lady who happens to be my Iyarisha right now, then she was not yet my Iyarisha. She was just a priestess I went to do consultation with, that now revealed to me that I have a calling to be an Orisha priestess, Olokun in particular. So, like I said earlier in the previous video, I said I doubted this lady for two reasons. The first one, I had mentioned it in that other video where I said I doubted because I didn't have the conviction, personal conviction, that was going to make me believe that truly I have a calling. That is because both in the physical and in the dream world, I never saw these deities appear to me. I was expecting, with the little knowledge or with the best of my knowledge back then, I felt that if I have a calling to be an Olokun priestess, Olokun should come to me and tell me that he chose me to come and serve. That is what I was expecting. That was the knowledge I had back then. I didn't know better. So, like I said, a lot of people right now are in denial of their call because they are expecting these deities to come to them and tell them that they have a calling. So, whereby they haven't experienced or had that encounter of the deity coming to them, and then there is someone telling them that they have a calling to be a priest or a priestess, they are going to be in denial because it happened to me. I was there. I was in denial of my calling. So, one of the reasons why I was in denial of my calling initially was because I did not have the personal conviction. I did not have the personal encounter as at then when I was told that I had the calling. So, that was one reason why I initially declined answering my call. That is one. Now, the second reason why I declined having my call initially was because this is very common. Is a lot of people will know what I'm about to talk about. If you are conversant with Lagos, if you know this Iyanopaja axis of Lagos, you know Oshodi, you know Ilepo, you know Abulegba, you know Ikeja. You will agree with me that we see a lot of these women that call themselves Olorishas. Some put on white, some put on white and then they put a blend of yellow to it. You see them on these major places that I just mentioned now, begging for alms. You see them, they carry this aja. It's called aja. They start singing, they tell you, Yoyo Oshun, Obatala this, Obatala that, and then they start begging for alms. So back then, the second reason that made me to refuse answering my call initially when I was given the revelation was because the image of Olorisha that I had in my head was that of those women that I do see under the bridges at Iyanopaja, Ikeja, Oshodi, Abulegba, begging for alms in the name of Orisha. And then I was like, is that what I am going to do? Me, go and stand on a junction and start begging people for money in the name of Orisha. I can't do that because that was the image I had of what an Orisha priest or priestess is like. That was the image I had back then because whenever I go to these places, I see these women, even some men, they clad themselves in white, they wear big beads and all those things. They come in the name of one deity or the other, and then they start begging for alms in the name of the deity. And then I'm looking at it like, if these people are what we call priests and priestess of these deities, why are they out here under the sun begging people for alms? And so when this lady was telling me that I had a call to be a priest and a priestess, the image that came to my head immediately was of those people that I was used to seeing begging for alms under the bridges at these specific locations where you have crowd that they know is going to be profitable for them, where they know that a lot of people, they will come in contact with a lot of people that will be moved to give them alms in the name of these orishas. So, with this kind of mindset, with this kind of picture in my head, I refused. I said no. If this is what being an Orisha priestess is like, I don't want to be an Orisha priestess. I can't be an Orisha priestess and then stand under the sun on the major road begging for alms. Why will I be begging for alms? So, what is my point of sharing the story? Why am I sharing the story? I'm sharing the story because a lot of people are in this shoe right now. There are so many people out there that have a call to serve one Orisha or one deity or the other, but they are doubting. They don't want to answer the call. Probably because, one, like I said earlier, they haven't had the personal encounter with that Orisha. They are expecting the Orisha to come to them and tell them that they have a call before they will go ahead and answer that call. It doesn't work like that. Initially, when I found that I had a call, I was also expecting that Orisha to come to me via my dream to tell me that I had a call. I didn't get that encounter. Yes, the Orisha didn't come to me in my dream to tell me that, hey, princess, you have a call to come and be my priestess. But no, later, after I accepted, after the lady spoke to me and said, I should just take my time. She's not forcing me. The call is mine, whether I want to answer it or not. Whether I answer my call or not, she has nothing to gain. Neither does she have anything to lose from answering my call. But the ball is in my court that I should think about it. So I started to pray about it. Yes, I went into prayer. I started praying that if truly I have a call, I want to have a personal conviction. I want to be convinced by myself. I don't want to answer my call simply because this lady is telling me that I have a call. Olokun, if truly you are my deity and I have your call upon me, if truly you have chosen me to be a priestess, I want to have a personal encounter. Convince me yourself that I have a call. And yes, I had the conviction. Yes. So, one, I decided to answer my call because I later got the personal conviction that I wanted, that was going to really prove to me that truly, yes, I have a call to be an Orisha priestess. That was one. Secondly, I now came to understand that those people that are actually begging for alms under the bridges are these major places that I mentioned. Those are the places I know, but they're in different places. Even in Ogun State, in Ifo, in Abeokuta, we see them all around, these women begging for alms, all in the name of these Orishas. I later came to understand or realize that those women that beg for alms at major places in the name of Orishas, they are actually not priestesses of any Orisha. It is just a form of business to them. But the bad thing about it is what they are doing is actually discouraging a lot of people that actually have this calling to priesthood or priestesshood, is discouraging them from answering their call because of the image that what they are doing is creating in the minds of these people that genuinely have a call to service. So the essence I'm making this video is for those of us that might have been told at one point in our life or another point that we have a call to be a priest or a priestess of one deity or another. And then we look at it, we are in denial. We don't want to answer our call because we feel that being called to be an Orisha priest or priestess is not worth it. It's not a good thing. It's not something of honor. I will not lie to you. Ever since I answered my call, I couldn't have asked for a more better life. Yes. Now my life has purpose. Now my life has meaning. Now I have a reason for being in existence. Yes, my call to priestessship is that of a healer. I am a healer and I derive pleasure and satisfaction, fulfillment, happiness, inner peace, and joy when I'm able to help people that are facing one spiritual problem or another spiritual problem. So please, I implore us, if you know you have a calling to be a priest or a priestess and you are still in denial, please endeavor to pray about it. Seek a personal encounter that will convince you about your call. and do endeavor to answer your call.